Good evening. Welcome to Two-A-Day on your Packer Link Up. Today is Wednesday, August 13th, and you're watching the 10 o'clock edition. Tonight, what I'd like to talk about is a new defensive alignment that we've heard a little bit about in training camp. We've seen a little bit of in training camp, but there hasn't been much talk about up until this point. Um, Mike Spofford from Packers.com had a good article on this, and I thought I would just sort of explain it with his help today. What this is, it's called a 2-4-5 alignment. So two defensive ends, four linebackers, and then five defensive backs. So instead of having the middle lineman, you've got two extra linebackers. And so what this does is opens up a lot of opportunities for blitzes on these third and long, these obvious passing situations when the offense has a lot of yardage to make up to the extent where they're probably not able to run the ball. And so what the Packers are able to then do is put their defensive backs back there, rush their ends, but also have four linebackers that can be stunting, blitzing, or going into coverage. So it's a really cool scheme because a lot of us, I know, last season thought the defense was a little vanilla, and this adds a whole new twist, allows the defensive linebackers to do a lot of different things. Um, so you'll have, say, KGB on the right end, the speed rusher, Aaron Campman, of course, on the left end, and then you'll have Brandon Chiller, Brady Papinga, Nick Barnett, and A.J. Hawk all doing who knows what. The quarterback, the offense, doesn't know what they're going to do. So this, according to Nick Barnett, he said having so much talent in the linebacking core, it allows us to do things like that. We're able to move guys around and have one guy cover, one guy blitz, and then switch it around. We can do so much. So I think this is going to be exciting. This package was only used once, I think, one snap against Cincinnati, and it was during the Bengals' second possession, so this was, of course, one of their initial three and outs. And they were, it was 3rd and 6 on the Cincinnati 24, and the Packers didn't do a whole lot with it that time, so they haven't made it as exotic as it can be yet. But Montgomery then got a hit because of it, and Carson Palmer tried to go long, and the pass was incomplete. So it worked in that situation. We didn't get a sack out of it, but we got a hit credited on that play, and that's only one time. And so I'm happy to see, or excited to see, just what the Packers are going to do with this. I think it's a good step to use the guys we've got, and that off-season acquisition of Brandon Chiller. You thought of him as a guy maybe to push Brady Papinga, but if he's a guy that we can get out on the field with him, and add another blitz or have Chiller drop back into coverage and Papinga go and blitz. He used to be a defensive end, so he knows what he's doing. He knows how to get after the quarterback. I think it's a good thing. Going back to Barnett, uh, even though they only used it once against Cincinnati, he said that's definitely something you might see more of. We brought all four linebackers out there moving around, and you could see the quarterback getting a little confused, pointing at this guy, that guy. If we continue to grow with that scheme, we'll be seeing more and more of it. And of course, there's a risk that comes along with this. So if you've got four linebackers instead of your two interior big bodied linemen, there is the risk of the offense running a draw and getting a couple big blocks with their big offensive linemen and locking up the linebackers and getting a first down through a draw rather than having to pass, which is what we're kind of assuming they're going to do. But we think our linebacking core is good enough that they can keep from getting locked up with the offensive linemen or be able to make up ground if they have to and stop the running back with their athleticism from getting that first down. So in 3rd and long situations up against the 49ers, keep looking for a little bit more of that 2-4-5 alignment on the defense. Brandon Chiller said, I welcome that opportunity, and I would like to say we'll see more of it. I think it will depend on how successful it is. I just think I bring versatility, and now we have four good, solid, experienced linebackers to have room to work. So we'll see what they come up with. So it's one of these open-ended ideas that's already been tried once, but we haven't seen the end of it, and we haven't seen all of it yet. So it gives you something to look for from our defense during the preseason, the 2-4-5 alignment. And so that's it for tonight for Two-A-Day on Packer Link Up. Until tomorrow, go Pack.